Want me to go get it?
That would be a big help, Lyle. Thanks. Oh, wait, by the way, are all the props ready for the last couple scenes?
Just about to end. I'm gonna go get a few more things and then we'll be ready to go, huh?
Thanks, Lyle. So, Ed, is everything ready?
All my stuff is always ready. That's why they call me Ready Eddie. Why, if a man goes down, I'm there to pick up the pieces and carry the torch. All I need is another chance to get back in front of the camera where I belong.
I know, Ed. I have seen all of your reruns of The Grady Bunch, and out of all the brothers, you were my favorite. I mean, who doesn't love Robbie Grady? I'm sure you get another chance to act again.
Tell that to Stan. He promised me a part of this picture, and here I am, behind the camera again.
You know how crazy this business is, Ed. I hate to say it. The promises don't mean a lot anymore. It seems to be all about the money.
What? You don't think I can bring in the money?
Listen, Ed, you did great. I know it and you know it. Give it time, something great will come up.
You better believe it. Well, when it does, they'll see that I still got it.
Oh, who's running the show around here? Tina, get some pictures. Let's see if we can stir up a little dirt around here.
Hey, who let you guys in? Stan's not gonna like having paparazzi in the studio.
Paparazzi?
Yeah.
Is that who you think we are? That's an insult to my work.
We're just here to see if we can stir up a little dust. Isn't that right, Gary?
Where's the action? Where is everybody?
We're right in the middle of a break right now, but if you want an exclusive interview about the film, I got the time.
Oh my goodness, Gary, this is Robbie Grady from the Grady Bunch. You are my favorite Grady of the bunch. Are you acting again?
I'm always acting. That's what I do. I'm an actor.
Well, for this film, Ed is our top cameraman. Isn't that right, Ed? He does a great job.
Being on so many different sets, I learned the many dimensions behind the camera. But all I need is another chance to get back in front of it where I belong.
Thanks for your time, Ed, or Robbie, or whoever you are.
What? You don't want to interview me?
We actually came looking for somebody else.
Why does this always keep happening to me? Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Who let you in here? You know, you gotta get out of here, Gary. This is a restricted area.
It should be a restricted area.
Oh. Look, I'm trying to finish up this movie. The last thing I need is a couple acts from the cowboy travesty on my set. You know what? We got a lot of work.
Oh, don't bother us. We'll just here to see what's going on.
Well, we heard you were finishing up the movie today, so we thought we'd come on down and do an exclusive article on your success.
Or lack of. Where's that guy who calls himself an actor?
You mean Saggy?
Unfortunately, that's who I mean. He's got no talent. He doesn't know how to act. He's never brought any money or success to the film. And the only way he gets any reviews are when guys like myself make fun of him.
You know what, Gary? Friendship's a little thicker than a dollar bill. You wouldn't know anything about it, okay? You got something to say, Gary?
You're so sentimental.
Well, I'm anxious to meet Saggy. He's so tall and handsome.
And boring. No, really, Stan. Why do you cast him in your movies? They're good scripts, but you ruin it by casting Ziggy.
He's right, Stan. I hate to say it. I mean, I like Saggy as a person, but he ain't a real good actor.
Write that down. He's a horrible actor.
You know what? If you just come here to criticize me and my work, you're going to have to leave. We've got a lot of work to do. I don't need you wasting my time, okay?
If you don't want my advice, that won't bother me. Come on, we'll come over here and see what else we can hang out.
No, Ed, do me a favor. Hey, can you find security? Make sure they make their way off the set, please. Great. Now I'm the messenger boy, too? That's the thing that kills me. He's right. Saggy is a terrible actor.
I know. I hate to say. I mean, did you see the new list he made in People magazine?
Yes.
Well, he was voted number one out of top 10 worst actors who couldn't even get any worse.
That's terrible.
I know. I mean, I feel bad
Beth, can I confide in you?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, Seggy's father and I, we fought in the war. There we were, behind enemy lines. We got hit from the rear, and I got hit in the leg. I didn't think I was going to make it back to the foxhole. I thought I was a goner. Just then, Seggy's dad, he grabbed me up amid enemy fire, grabbed me, took me to safety, and he took a deadly bullet in the process.
That's awful.
I know. So, I mean, before he died, I promised him. I made him a promise. I told him I would go back home. I would look out for his wife and his newborn son, Seggy.
I had no idea.
So for all these years, I've been looking out for him. I've been giving him steady work so he can make a living. And Seggy doesn't have any talent. But what are you supposed to do?
You truly have a good heart, Stan.
I used to.
Well, what do you mean by that?
I've been thinking. I mean, all these years I've been looking out for Seggy, and now my movies, my entire career, my marriage, my entire life are in shambles. Just, sometimes you just gotta say enough is enough. I mean, I gotta start looking out for myself.
There really is nothing to talk about. I feel like we've been through this a million times.
Wait, she's not right for you. She's no good for you.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but it just isn't true. She and I have made a special connection, a special bond. We're going to be together a long time.
But that's what you told me. What about us? I mean, why don't you love me anymore?
Listen, Carol, can't we still be friends? You'll always have a special place in my heart.
Seggy, she's not right for you. Seggy, come here, Stu. You need to see you for a minute.
Gotta go, Carol. My girl's calling me.
Seggy, I love you and I want you back. What am I going to do? I mean, how long do you think this is really going to last between them?
Carol, I think we both know Roxy is a love him and leave him kind of girl. Once Seggy figures that out, he's going to come right back to you and wish he never left in the first place.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I don't like that girl. And if she doesn't watch out, she's going to get what's coming to her. Because if I can't have Seggy, no one can.
All right, Carol, let's just go get a nice glass of water, some fresh air. Everything's going to be fine. Come on.
Ed, how much more do you have to film today?
We're just about finished.
For the day?
No, with the entire film.
So, what happens in the next scene?
This is the dramatic part where Carol, or the actress Carol plays, shoots and kills Ziggy.
Ooh, this ought to be interesting.
We better be quick, because I'm just about out of film.
Hold still for a minute. I'm not done yet.
Carol, I'm just ready for this whole day to be wrapped up. This film has been nothing short of a disaster. Ebert and Rover are going to have a field day with this one. I'm just ready to move on to the next project.
Oh, do you know what you're working on next?
Oh, I always have something in the works.
Hey, Patty, I'm going to need some help getting this glare off my face before we start rolling again. Roxy here is making me so wet!
Got it, Seggy. That's what I'm here for. You're just so adorable, you know that? You know, Cliff, if looks could kill, there'd be a double homicide right now.
Huh? Oh, sorry. No, I was just keeping thought.
Is there anything you want to talk about?
No, not right now anyway.
Well, listen, we gotta finish this before we start taping. But, maybe you could come with me. I could get you company.
No, I have lines to rehearse. I'm okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Beth, I mean, look at him. Has he forgotten what he's done to me? He acts as if nothing is wrong.
Well, Cliff, I mean, Seki did get you a part in this film, didn't he?
So that makes everything better? I mean, think about it. He hung me out the yard and made a great career before he opened his big trap. And now, nobody will take me. If he thinks landing me this 2-bit role in a crummy film is cause for forgiveness, he's got another thing coming.
Hey, Seki, Stan's been looking for you. I think he has some paperwork for you to fill out.
Well, tell Stan to call my agent. She's the one that takes care of all my paperwork.
No, he says you gotta fill this out yourself.
You tell Stanley all this paperwork business can wait. Let's get this scene over with already. I've got things to do.
Honey, you didn't tell me you had plans tonight.
Oh, well, not really plans, just a few things to do, that's all.
Seki, have you got a minute?
Sure, Stan. Anything for you.
I need to get your X on this document on the dotted line before we get started.
Wait, what is this? Don't I need my agent here before I sign papers?
You don't need an agent, lawyers, anything like that. It's merely a signature to signify how priceless you are to my film and the production company. So go ahead, right there. Perfect. Excellent.
What about me, Stanley? Aren't I priceless to your company, too?
Oh, certainly, Roxy. Oh, absolutely, sure.
Hello there, Mr. Director.
We've come to pay a small visit to our closest client.
Yes, a client who happens to be late on a payment.
Mr. Biggs, I'm sorry, but, you know, I intend to pay you back. I just need a little time.
Time. What is time? Time ain't nothing but a figment of your imagination. You know what? You think you got time, but I don't think you got time.
You know, seriously, just give me a few more hours. We'll have everything squared away.
You better hope so, or else you're gonna find your little old self squared away.
Boys, hold on. Let's give him a break. We'll give him a little time to get his ducks in a row.
And then we'll be back to collect those ducks, even if those are dead ducks.
Mr. Biggs, you're a very generous man. Certainly appreciate it. Thank you. You won't be that.
That's what they say. That's what they say. All right, Stanny boy.
Stan, you know your wife
We'll be
is
back.
not happy with you working with these men. You remember what happened last time.
Lou, I appreciate your concern, but my wife doesn't need to know anything about this.
Okay, so what was so important about this contract that said he had to sign anyway?
No, Jay, you know, it's just a little insurance policy, you know, it's no big deal. Are we ready to roll?
I think so. I'll call everyone to the set.
Okay, you are a great assistant, Lou, thank you. Okay, now, Roxy, say, this is the big one. Are you ready for it?
Stan, I couldn't be more ready. I'm gonna make you proud. You are gonna see acting like you've never seen acting before.
That'd be a first. Okay, now, places. Okay, boys and girls. Okay, first, any questions? No? Perfect. Okay, now, Eddie, are we ready? Ready. Okay, places. Okay, quiet on the set. Action in 3, 2, 1, roll them.
If I've told you once, I've told you 8 times. No, 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 no. This man is innocent and he is mine. I don't think so. You can't protect him forever. Get out of the way.
Stand aside, Phyllis. Yes, I am innocent. And yes, I am yours. But for now, I have got to learn to fight my own demons.
Let me see that.
Cut! Perfect! That was amazing! Seki, you are my $1 million. Let's get some makeup on him. Come on. Okay, take 5, everyone. Oh my goodness. Carol! What emotion! That was amazing! When I looked in your eyes, when I started looking at Seki, I could have sworn you actually wanted to kill him. That was amazing! Bring him guys, that one just came out of nowhere. That was wonderful. A little bit of editing, it'll be perfect. That's amazing. Okay, so Lou, so how are we looking?
Wow!
I know.
Oh, that was the best I've ever seen Seggy act. I mean, I know he's been working on the scene all day, but that was pretty good.
Oh, you know what? And it's a good thing because we're just about out of time. We're certainly out of money. Okay.
Holy smokes!
What is it now? What?
It's Seggy. He's dead.
Are you sure? It's not just acting?
Oh, come on, Lou. We're talking about Seggy here.
Who screamed?
What's all this noise?
You're not going to believe this, but Seggy's dead.
Are you sure he's not just acting?
It's Seggy!
Wait, what are we gonna do now? How are we gonna finish the...
Dad, darling, I'm here. I'm ready to see how things are going.
Darling, I wasn't expecting, you know, we just finished up the day of shooting. That last scene was amazing. Hey, tell you what, how about you head back home? I'll be there, and give me an hour, I'll be...
You think I'm leaving? I've got a pair of 15-karat diamonds riding on this film, and I'm going to stay until the end. What's the matter with him?
Oh, nothing. He's a method actor. Always playing a part.
Ha! He's a terrible actor. Gotta keep him. Come on, love. I don't like to see my multi-million-dollar investment just lying around.
Darling, he can't get up.
Why not?
He's gone to that place where all bad B-movie actors go.
Where? To work with Ben Affleck?
He's dead! He's been murdered!
Are you sure he's not just acting?
It's Seggy!
This is so terrible. What about the film? What about the money? What about the rumors? What about you? You don't seem too torn up about this.
Well, he was a nice guy and all, but...
And you! Does nobody care about this poor, terrible actor's death? All right, Stanley, let's get this wrapped up. I have things to do, places to go, people to see. What's with him? It appears he's been shot. Excuse me? Are you kidding? The gun was a blank. He couldn't be shot.
It's true. You can't die from a blank. There's just blanks in the gun.
Does this look like a blank to you? What, you think I just make this stuff up?
What's going on here? Are we taking another break? Stan, no wonder your films are such a mess. You're never working. You're always taking a break.
Actually, Gary, I think this is part of the movie. Yeah, see, there's Seggy laying on the ground. Isn't this the part where he dramatically dies?
I think this is the part where the movie dramatically dies.
You know what? We've got a lot of work to do. How do you get back on the set anyway?
Don't let us bother you. Oh, yeah. We'll just sit over here while you finish your project, if that's what you call it.
Yeah, and Gary wants a final interview with Seggy when you guys wrap up for the day.
Well, it appears we have wrapped up for the day.
Actually, Gary, that interview is not going to happen.
And who are you?
Oh, I'm Patty Wilson, the makeup artist for the film.
Oh, I didn't think you were working anymore.
Anyhow, there's been an accident on set and, Seggy's dead.
What?
Dead? Are you sure he isn't just acting?
It's Seggy!
But how did this happen? Did he fall?
Aha! Finally, the poor boy got what's coming to him. I mean, what kind of production are you running here, Stan?
Stan, our
Leave me.
Should we just hang out here, or?
This couldn't have come at a different time. Ugh, Roxy. I mean, please. You never really cared about him, did you?
Oh, calm down, ladies. Let's not get carried away here.
Guys, he's right. Once the police gets here, they'll be able to figure out this whole mess.
You got it. The police are on their way. Whose fault was this?
We're back!
Is that a wrap? What? I've always wanted to say that.
We come at a bad time.
And who are you?
It looks like he might have a boo-boo.
Actually, it's more than a boo-boo. It appears that Segi's been shot.
So it seems.
And who are you?
Let's just say I'm the banker who's come to collect his interest.
Oh, that's good stuff. Tina, do you have your camera? Because we need some pictures.
Listen, Biddy. You're going to get your money. I just need a little bit more time.
Are you kidding me? You told me you stopped working with these people a long time ago.
Unfortunately, he did.
That's why we're here, to collect.
Oh, this is good stuff. Tina, did you bring your camera again?
It's right here.
You don't need to know this now. No, we certainly don't need anybody getting our mugs.
The last time someone took pictures of our mugs, they were ended up thrown over there.
Louie, you got to keep your trap shut.
Yeah, Louie, you don't want to tell your business to the whole world. Maybe you and I should talk over here.
Should we move Segi off set? It is pretty morbid to leave a dead body lying around. Yes, please. I have a date tonight, and the last thing I want is to go around smelling like dead body. Oh, you are so inconsiderate. Poor Segi. You never even loved him, did you?
Girls, this is neither the time nor place.
You know, she's right. Let's move him off the stage. Who's going to move him? Hey, Bud, do me a favor. Could you move this body off the stage for us?
I have a better idea. You take him off, and I'll clean up the mess.
My boys can get him out of here. They're used to lugging bodies around. What? What? In a warehouse. Mannequin.
Sure they do, but keep talking. My story's getting better and better.
Wait, give me a quick photo with the deceased.
Selfie.
This is a terrible tragedy. A real tragedy.
Where is he? Where is he?
Who are you looking for, doll?
That no good double-crossing Mr. Stan Hedgewick. Stanley, please tell me you don't know her.
I don't. I don't think so. Do I know you?
Who am I? How many times have we talked and you don't know who I am? I'm Segi's agent, and I want to know about these papers you had him sign without proper representation. I never did like dealing with agents. Segi called and told me to get down here right away. He said there'd be something I'd be very interested in. Tell me about these papers, Mr. Hedgewick.
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't matter now anyhow.
Segi is, dead.
Who is it?
Well, we had to call the police. If we didn't, it would look very suspicious. serious murder and now the police? This will make headlines for sure. Who cares about headlines right now? I'm just glad we can't finish this dreadful film. Think what would have happened to my career if this film were ever released.
Oh, forget about your career for a minute. Poor Seki. I mean, this proves you never even cared about him. If he only knew, I would love him.
Listen, Stanley, you did up the insurance coverage on our leading assets, did you not?
Darling, now is not the time to be talking about the $10 million policy I took out on the second. The film is in ruins right now.
Well. What have we got here, Chance? You know, here I was, sitting in my office, relaxing, watching some reruns of Starsky and Hutch, and guess what? I get this call about a murder on this set. Doesn't surprise me at all that it would be on a set of a Stan Hedwich's film.
I know, look what we got here. We got Mr. Big. Where's your voice? You usually like this, that's your voice.
Gary, after all these years, you're still learning to sniff around and find a story. Usually you miss a story because you get lost on the way over. Maybe your cute apprentice here has a better sense of direction than you do.
Halliday, I should have known it would be you who would show up.
Well, who were you expecting? Geppetto? Hey, Stan, what's the problem here?
Well, my leading man was just murdered right here on the set.
Where is he now?
Some of Biggie's boys took him.
You moved the body?
And I told him not to.
Where did it happen?
Right here, sir.
How did it happen?
Well, ask Roxy. I think she has something to do with it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a murderer. I'm an actress, unlike some people in this room.
What makes you think that Segi might have been murdered? How did you know him? How did he die?
Well, you're right. So in the final scene, Carol was shooting the gun, and she was pointing at Segi, and, well, that gun went off all right.
But instead of having blanks, someone put real bullets.
Hey, why are you looking at me, huh? It's not my fault. I put blanks in the gun. Blanks, I tell you. Sure it was. Just like the last film.
Okay, everybody. Hold on. We've got a crime here. There's been a murder on this set. Nobody is going anywhere. Get comfortable, have a seat, but we've got to get to the bottom of this. We've got a lot of questions. I'm a good detective. The first question that I've got, where is the gun? Nobody knows what happened to the gun?
Bud cleaned up the body. After the body.
When I cleaned up, there was no gun around. I have no idea what happened to the gun.
Sorry, officers. I think we came to the wrong place.
I think you're right, Joey.
Let's get out of here.
Don't say anything about that body.
Hold on, you guys. Come on back. You're going nowheres. I have a sneaky suspicion. I have a hunch that you guys know a lot more about what's going on here than you give credence to.
So why don't you get over here and sit down with your buddy here, Mr. Biggs.
So it appears that there's a lot more to what's going on here than meets the eye. Segi's death appears to have been a lot more than an accident. As I look at this, he was supposed to die in the movie, but somebody switched the blanks in the gun to real bullets. Is that right so far? This leads me to one conclusive question. Who switch the blanks in the gun to real bullets. Okay, all of you here, is there anyone missing that was on the set at the time?
Well, there was Bud, the janitor.
Where is he now?
He cleaned up the floor and then he left.
Okay, well, we need to talk to him. Chance?
Right there.
Hey, guys. Come with me.
Okay, Chance, good job, thanks. Got another question. Who found the body?
I did, Detective.
And who are you?
I'm just a makeup artist, trying to earn a good living and regain my good name.
Well, what do you mean?
Oh, well, you see, I was once considered the best in the industry. And once this film's done, I plan on being back on top.
So, when you found Seggy, was he already dead?
Sure, it looked like it. It was frightening to see how dead he looked.
And then what happened?
I screamed,
Of course.
and the rest is history.
Well, let's get someone else in this. We need to talk to somebody else. We've got to keep this informative chat rolling.
I'll tell you what happened. Somebody shot and murdered my lead client. Said he was going to be big. He was going to be the next George Clooney. Or the next Johnny Depp.
Well, that's exactly why we're here, ma'am. We need to get some answers. You seem to be pretty eager to be talking. Let's talk to you first. Who are you?
Well, I'm Diane, Seggy's agent. I was on the verge of making him a superstar. See, that's what I do. I take your run-of-the-mill, ordinary hotshot, and I make him a superstar.
Miss Lansky, that's quite enough.
Wait a minute. You're Diane Lansky?
Maybe.
Oh boy, this is great. Our magazine did a super spread on you when you were in hot water over that scandalous contractual deal with Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, or someone else. Anyway, you were always their agents, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. I remember you. All of your clients fired you. You were left with no clients, no money, and a bad reputation.
My question is, why did they fire her? What was this scandalous dispute?
That was in the past. Anyway, it was I who fired them. Siggy was on the verge of being a good actor. Why would I kill my own clients?
That's a very good question, and that's exactly why we're here, to get to the bottom of this and come up with the answers. So, what about you, Roxy? Carol has had a lot to say about you. What was your relationship with Seggy?
Well, I'll tell you about her relationship with Seggy. It was a sham. She pretended to love Seggy all throughout the film, but she was just using him. It's true. I loved Seggy, and she stole him away from me.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Oh, yes I do, and Beth can tell you about it too. She was telling Beth that if she made this film, that her whole career would be ruined because the movie was such a mess.
I don't think I used the word ruin.
Furthermore, she also said that if the film were to be published, then she would never be able to work on Hollywood again. And I overheard her say, and I quote, "I must do something about this, and I must do it quick." I just never thought that she'd kill my Seggy.
Like I said, I'm an actress, not a murderer.
What? Looks like we're doing a pretty good job of acting right now.
All right, Carol. Let's have your story now.
My story? Well, I loved Seggy. I mean, I love him.
We met on the set of our latest movie, Do As I'm Doing. And it was a hit. I knew I would love him forever. It was love at first sight.
She's right, Detective. That was the movie we were filming. It was off the coast of Santa Barbara. It was amazing.
And it was a bombshell, just like this one's going to be. But hey, it brought good ratings for my magazine.
And Carol, I'm so sorry about the photos that I took of you and Seggy. I was told that you wanted us to take the photos. That's why you left the gate unlocked to your backyard.
Tina, don't be so naive. The gate wasn't unlocked. I had to pick the lock.
What? I didn't know you were taking our photos. Can I have the originals? You sure can.
If Seggy really loved you, he would have never come crawling into my arms. But then again, it isn't hard to get the men to come crawl into my arms.
You duped him. The bullet should have hit you and not him.
Did you hear that, detectives? That sounds like a threat to me.
What do you say, Carol? Did you know that there were real bullets in the gun?
After all, you were the one that shot it.
I told you, I didn't fire it. Cliff did.
Hey, wait, don't get me in the middle of this. I saw that the gun wasn't going off and simply improvised. Okay? If you ask me, though, Carol, before I grabbed the gun, was pointing the gun at Roxy. Would have looked pretty suspicious if Roxy fell. Seggy was supposed to.
So that's it. You were trying to shoot Roxy, and Seggy got in the way. Ah, if I seen it once, I've seen it a million times. I guess.
Is that true, Carol?
No, I tried to tell you. When I tried to fire it, it wouldn't fire. I would never kill my Seggy, for pretend or for real.
But then again, Cliff was the one that pulled the trigger.
How many times do I have to say this? The gun wasn't going off, so I improvised. And then... And that's all. If you ask me, I think it looked great on camera.
This, anytime you fire a real gun on or off the camera, it looks real, okay? It's gonna kill someone.
Why would I want to kill Seggy? There's no reasonable explanation for that. I mean, he's the one that got me the part of this film.
Yeah, but I heard about your past blunders with the film I Want to Suck Your Blood. All those lies finally caught up with you.
What are you talking about?
Well, it seems that Cliff here was caught doctoring up his acting resume, telling people he played roles that he never played. Do you remember the hit movie, I Want to Suck Your Blood? Well, he went around telling people that he was Dracula, where in reality, he was behind the scenes playing the puppeteer who flew the bat that turned into Dracula. Roxy Ziggy found out and exposed those lies. And this brought tremendous guilt and embarrassment to Cliff. Isn't that right, Cliff?
Beth?
Oh, I didn't say anything, I swear. I just listen, I don't repeat what I hear.
Does that mean you killed Seggy?
Sounds like an act of revenge to me.
No, okay. I was pretty upset for him opening this big trap, and I shouldn't have ever doctored that resume in the first place.
Sounds like someone's got a guilty conscience.
So, Beth, what have you heard? You seem to have a listening ear for just about everyone.
No, nothing really. I mean, people like to talk, and I guess I'm easy to talk to.
So what do you know about this murder?
I don't know who did it, if that's what you're asking.
You're my kind of girl, so it's never a straight answer.
All right, Mr. Big, that's enough. We've come here to get some answers to this mystery on this crime scene. There's been a murder here. This is serious business. By the way, what are you doing here anyway?
That's a good question. You know what? We'll just get out of your way.
Whoa! Sit down, wise guy. Come on back. You're not going anywhere. You know what I meant. What are you doing on this location of this set of a Stan Hedgewitz film? Did you happen to know Seggy?
I don't know Seggy, but I know Stanny Boy.
Stan, what have you got to say about that?
You see, the film was just running a little short on money. Mr. Biggs graciously offered to help.
Told me you were never going to work with these people again.
Just a small loan, that's all.
Oh, but you'd be waiting a long time to get your money, Mr. Baby.
Hey, Mr. Biggs is going to get his money. You don't need to worry.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get my money.
And I'm going to be getting my 15-carat diamond earrings.
Well, what am I going to get now that my #1 client is dead?
You're going to be getting 20 years to life, honey. Taste.
Luann, did you know that your boss was in cahoots with the mob?
I just stand assistant. I just do whatever he asks. Whatever he asks.
Even put real bullets in a gun?
Why do you think Stan would do that?
Hey, yeah, my Stanley would never hurt anyone. Intentionally.
Well, look, I've got a hunch about this. I've seen it a dozen times, if not more. You get a down-in-the-dumps director who's got a film that's going bust, and what does he do? He takes on a multi-million-dollar life insurance policy on one of his assets. And guess what? One of his assets disappeared. I'm a trained professional. I've seen this many times before, and I think that missing asset was Segi.
That's preposterous. That's absurd.
That's not a bad idea.
Well, I think it is, but we'll follow up on that later. Since we're moving around the room here, let's talk with Patty. You were the makeup artist here on the set, weren't you?
That's right.
And were you friends with Segi?
Yes. Oh, come on, Carol. We're just friends.
So you don't know anything about putting real bullets in a gun?
I don't know anything about real bullets in a gun. I just know that I'm here to prove my makeup artistry to the world. I was considered the best, like I said before, and once this film is done, I'll be back on top.
Ha ha ha! That's never gonna happen. Nobody's gonna watch this film.
Oh, we'll see.
Okay, short change, it's your turn.
What, me?
Yeah, we gotta talk to you. We've got a lot of questions to ask you, but I'm gonna ask Tina, what do you know about your boss?
Well, he's a great boss. He's a great writer. Loves the movies. But he hates Segi.
Oh, the tangled webs we weave.
Just because I don't like someone doesn't mean I'd kill them. Besides, how would I get blank or real bullets into the gun? I had no access to the prop room.
Hey, wait a minute. I remember I went to the bathroom about an hour ago, and I came back, and my gate to the prop room was open. Someone went in there. I was thinking to myself, I said, I locked this gate. I think you picked the lock to my gate. Yes.
Yeah, that is pretty suspicious. If you could pick the lock of Carol's back gate, what's to say you couldn't pick the lock of the prop room too?
I'm to say I couldn't pick that lock.
Here, hold on. Where were you an hour ago?
Let me see. I can't remember, but I know I wasn't by the prop room. But hey, what about this guy, the mysterious janitor? He has keys to every room in this building.
Just because I have keys doesn't mean I have a motive.
Besides, the people broken in to not open with the key.
Are you sure you had blanks in that gun?
Look, didn't this happen on your last film, Lyle? If I remember correctly, didn't someone almost die because there was real bullets accidentally put in the gun instead of the blanks?
Lyle, aren't you responsible for all the props? Doesn't it make it your responsibility?
I say it once, I'll say it again. When the gun left my department had blanks in it. Not real bullets. Besides, he's my friend. That's all I say.
Leave the poor guy alone. Yeah. Why would Lyle the prop guy put real bullets in a prop gun?
Exactly. The only logical reason were if he were going to get paid.
Well, if he's working with...
Or for somebody else.
I resent that.
Well, that could be, Mr. Big, but my hunches tell me that there's a key piece of evidence here missing about this mystery. You know, you, mysterious janitor, I need to talk to you. Come on up here. You were cleaning up around the crime scene, if I remember correctly. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at the crime scene?
Well, I am mysterious, but if I tell too much, they'll have to change my name in the show. I do know that she has a note that you probably want to read.
Beth?
Yeah.
Okay, come here. Let's take a look.
I don't know Vincent's thing.
Well, let's look at it.
What? No. I'm sorry.
Whoa,
I'm sorry.
Well, Chance, we've got our work cut out for us. But now that we've got this note, I think we'll get some vital key pieces of evidence where we can solve this mystery.
What about them?
Well, they look like they're all asleep, but I think we might be able to use them. We could wake them up. Why don't you use your gun?
All right, you ready?
Look, ladies and gentlemen, this has been really quite a tough mystery that we've got on our hands, so we need some help. And it looks like there's about 80 of you. I don't know your intelligence levels, but I think you can probably help us out. We're going to lead you on a clue hunt at your respective tables, and we need your help. But at your tables, we want you to work as...
Come to your table, and they're going to give you your first challenge. You're going to proceed to look at the challenge, and as soon as you're done, you're going to raise your hand. And when you're given your first challenge, we'll also give you a first clue of this note that was mysteriously torn up by Beth. And we will try to solve it. We'll then give you your second challenge. Proceed until you've completed all 4 challenges and collected all 4 pieces of the note. Help these notes and the challenges to find who the murderer is in this mystery.
Once you think you've solved it at your respective tables as a team, the team that comes in first will have my respect and also win tonight's great grand prize. You'll be amazed at what it is. You may not want it. The table with the correct prize, the correct answer will win, but there may be a tie. So if there's a tie, that table that comes in first will win the grand prize for tonight. Now, we're going to release all these suspects, pretty and ugly, and they're going to come down and talk with you. And you can feel free to ask them any questions that you like. So please help Chance and I, we're master detectives, to solve this crime tonight. So enjoy the evening and good luck. You are investigative reporters if you're ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate, Chance and I, your participation in helping us to solve this mystery. It's really been quite a challenge. However, Chance and I had this solved long ago. I really don't have a lot of respect for you. It took a very long time. Chance and I solved this long ago. But we do have a winner, and we appreciate them helping. Table 5. Ron, would you come up and get the grand prize?
Do I have to throw it to you? Is that chocolate? No!
Potato chips. Okay, folks, we're ready to continue.
Yep.
All right, when I tell you to roll, be ready.
Just about out of film.
Okay, gonna let you know when we're ready.
Whatever you say.
Detective, are you sure you know what happened?
We know exactly what happened to Seggy.
It's all finally going to be out in the open. I have been waiting for this day ever since we started shooting. I mean shooting the film. So, Roxy, you've been waiting a long time to be the leading lady. And now these detectives are going to be leading
listen.
If the detectives have done their job correctly, they will know I had nothing to do with this tragedy. Is that
Actually,
right,
Carol, Roxy is correct. She had nothing to do with this. But it is true that this Roxy girl is a love 'em and leave 'em type of girl.
And we also knew that she felt that if this film ever made it to the big time, her career would have been jeopardized.
But we do know that she had nothing to do with shooting Seggy.
See, Carol, you had me all wrong. But then again, it was you that was holding the gun when it went off.
I told you, it wouldn't fire when I tried to fire it.
Oh, that's right. It takes two to tango. You and your partner in crime, Cliff, made it look like such an accident.
No, okay. How many times do I have to say this? The gun wasn't going off, so I grabbed it and improvised. It takes two. No. In the movie, Seggy was supposed to die. The gun was supposed to go off. So it's not a question of who put the bullets, who fired the gun. It's who put real bullets in the gun.
Hey, what are you looking at me for again? Listen. Sure, I'm the prop master. I take care of all the guns. I put the blanks in the gun. I love gates. I open and lock them all the time. Listen, I swear that it's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I put blanks in that gun.
Okay, he's correct. When the gun left his hand, it still had blanks in it.
Thank you. Roll up.
Not yet, Ed. Not yet.
You mean somebody put real bullets in the gun after the prop was on the set?
But who would have done such a thing? What? What? Hey, leave Joey alone. He ain't done nothing.
Boys, please take your seats. Let the friendly detectives do their job. They're just about to break this case wide open.
Wait, there could be another solution.
Yeah, what's that, Gary?
It could be when the prop gun went off, someone backstage had a real gun, fired and shot and killed Zeggy.
There you go again, Gary, sniffing up the wrong tree.
I'm sorry, that is just, okay. So you're saying that someone's standing there, and at the precise moment when he was being shot with the gun, that's ludicrous.
Well, if it did happen, they had to have perfect timing.
Exactly.
I mean, the gun went off at exactly the right time.
And what time was that? When he had the $10 million policy signed? How perfect was that?
Oh, okay, fine. Yes, I had a $10 million policy taken out on Seggy, but he didn't have a microfiber count in his whole body. Look, I've been giving him work his whole life. Why would I kill him just for money? That makes no sense.
So that's why you had him sign the papers. Well, then why'd you have him insured?
In case, something happened. This is a crazy business. You never know when something's going to happen.
And in this case, the timing was perfect.
Who said the gun had to shoot at that time? The shooter, he or she, only had to be behind the camera. Isn't that right, Ed?
Wait a minute. I didn't do it, Stan. Tell him I didn't do it.
We all heard you threaten Stan when you didn't put you in his movie.
That's true, Ed. Maybe you thought if you killed Stan's leading man, they'll have to cast you instead.
Oh boy, this is exciting. It's going to make the front page of Travis Bunch. Pulls the trigger on Stan Hedwig's film.
Do you really think I can make the front cover? But can we get rid of the acting part? Hey, wait a minute. I didn't do it.
Hold on, everybody. This guy is innocent. We know he had nothing to do with shooting Seggy.
Oh, Detective Howard, we saw Beth rip off a note that seemed to be a key piece of evidence. Were you able to decipher its meaning?
Yes, we did, sweetie. We were able to put it all together. The note was saying we was led us right to the suspect.
Or should we say suspects?
Wait, you mean there's more than one?
There were 2.
It's just like Roxy was saying. 2 little killers sitting in a tree. C-A-R-O-L and Cliff.
Hey, wait a minute.
I would have never killed my Seggy. I loved him to death.
Now, hold on. This is where my expertise comes in quite a bit. We know that Cliff and Carol had nothing to do with this. Carol had a problem, difficulty, firing that gun. And so what does Cliff do? He comes to her rescue. And what does he do? He improvises. That's what any good actor would do. And we've reviewed this film a dozen times, if not more. By the way, Cliff, that was a superb job you did.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Wait, it could have been Biggie's boys. They always work in 2s.
Tis. My boys wasn't worth a 5.
You mean I didn't have anything to worry about this whole time?
You ain't a fly.
Detective, what did Beth's note say?
Oh, yes. The note. The note is very interesting. But we put it together, and I think we've got what we need.
Why don't we ask Beth who gave her the note?
Yeah, make her speak up.
We tried, but that songbird won't sing.
And although we had some help from some of the audience members, we were able to decipher more of the difficult clues.
Okay, let me read the note. Quite fascinating. No. It says, Dear Beth, and she did a good job of taping this together, but I can't read it thoroughly. We haven't much time. Seggy has got to go down at the right moment. We've nothing to lose but money, fame, and respect. Nobody will know the truth, and I'll just make up everything. The missing gun will be part of our ruse. You'll see that it will all work out in the end. We will be a hit. Keep it on the down low from us both.
But I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I don't understand. Who is the us?
Well, we found the missing gun.
Roll up.
My guess, the mysterious janitor had it the whole time.
Of course! Get it on the guy that nobody knows, who walks around silently, staring at everyone, being suspicious, who has keys to the whole place, yada, yada, yada. Haven't you ever seen a mystery in Hollywood before? It's never that guy. They just want you to believe it's that guy. Why would I want to kill Seggy?
Indeed, but you are a mysterious person, and you've got a very strange voice. But we know that you had nothing to do with killing Seggy. So, will you do a favor for me, and will you go get the makeup kit from Patty? As I said, there are 2 suspects, and the note was signed from, let's see, the both of us. So we know that we need to find out who these 2 persons were. Let me read the note again. Got it right here. It says, Seggy has got to go down at the right time, and reviewing the tapes, boy, did he ever go down at the right time.
That's right, Detective. I mean, I haven't seen acting that good in forever. I didn't think he had the talent, but sure looked convincing.
That's why it was such good acting. He wasn't really acting.
That's not true either, Loretta.
What?
Okay, it's time to get to the bottom of this.
Ed, can you go ahead and start rolling?
Rolling.
Let's look at this makeup kit. Aha. Chance, can you hold my clipboard with all my copious notes on it?
I will.
I've got to show this audience, who's really not as bright as you and I, something about this gun. All blanks.
Blanks?
Yep.
See, I told you! Well, then maybe the other theory's correct. Somebody offstage with a real gun and bullet shot and killed Zeggy.
Hold on, Barry. We know how you guys in the tabloid magazine business operate and how you make your living. You always sensationalize the story. I'm going to tell you once and for all, there was nobody off stage with a gun.
But that still doesn't tell us why Patty picked up the gun and put it in her makeup bag.
Yeah, Patty, why did you have the gun?
Oh, well, Patty, don't say anything. I want to talk about you for a moment. I've got the note here, and it said, nobody will know the truth, and I'll just make up everything.
And that everything was Seggy. Okay, I wrote the note. Enough already with the music. All I did was make up Seggy. I'm to blame for this whole... I take full responsibility, and I'm to blame for this. Or at least half of this whole ruse.
I mean, it was a trick.
That's what she means, Stan! Of course I'm alive! You were shocked. You saw the whole thing. That's exactly what we wanted you to see.
You see, ever since Patty here, has lost her credibility on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Since then, she's been trying to recoup her reputation as a brilliant makeup artist, but she's never had the chance. Until now.
And Seggy knew that this might be his last chance to prove that he could be in a hit movie for Stairs. He had to prove to everyone that he was not just a good actor, but a great actor.
That's right. So that's why Patty and I came up with this whole plan to prove what we could do.
Well, I don't understand. What about all the blood laid on the floor?
That's where I came in. The second Stan yelled, cut, he asked me to make Seggy yell, and that's exactly what I did. I made him look like he'd really been shot to prove to the world that I could still do great makeup.
And of course, Seggy had to do the performance of a lifetime.
I knew I only had one shot, and the best part is, it was all caught on film.
And it still is, Seggy, just for you.
Seggy, you are a genius. You made a masterpiece out of this film. You are going to get an Academy Award for sure.
That's my boy, that's my boy. I'm gonna be the #1 agent in Hollywood again.
Yes. So, Seggy, you want to go out and celebrate tonight? I've got reservations at 7.
Yes, Roxy, I will be going out tonight. But I'll be going with Carol.
Hey, doll. Plans tonight, so if you're looking for an escort, I can be the one.
Oh, why not? Man, it looks like I'm going to be getting those 15-karat diamonds after all.
You sure are, doll.
Tina, are you getting all of this?
I sure am. But what about Beth? What was her whole role in this thing?
Me? Almost nothing. I mean, I couldn't say anything or spoil the plan, that's all.
That was pretty good acting if I do say so myself. Honey, you're looking for an agent.
Standing board, does that mean I'll be getting my monies?
You're very first on my list, absolutely.
After me.
All on the film.
That's a wrap.
Isn't great? Hold it, hold it. There's one other part of a mystery. When you put on a play, there's a real mystery. And we want to help you understand part of that mystery. We all didn't want to do this. But we all recognize that Joe Lucero is stronger than all of us put together. He did a phenomenal job. Also behind him was a great assistant. If it weren't for her, we wouldn't have known where to go and what to do on stage. And finally, the musician of musicians, Julie Farnbach. Put together a notebook that you won't believe. It's got notes in it, it's got the entire script, and she knows exactly when to come in. Fantastic job. And finally, there were just a few others, but we'll just mention one. Kathy Kimball. It's amazing what you can do when it's unrehearsed. Kathy Kimball helped out a great deal with the prop, and so did Joe. Can you imagine this camera? Joe made that. Little things like electrical boxes, Joe made that. And other things that Kathy brought and decorated. It's just incredible, the talents that you got here. Definitely.